I was reflecting on how lucky I am to be here because my education is not in the physical sciences. I was educated by Jesuits, and back then it was all classics and very little physical sciences, high school and college. And I'm very grateful to the Jesuits for what they gave me, but there's always a but, isn't there? But I really regret that I don't know more about the physical sciences, and to their credit, I'd have to add that those of us who had 6 years of Latin and 4 years of classical Greek were required to have a full year of physical sciences before they'd give us a BA degree. Now that turned out to be great news for me, because I signed up for what we smart people call gentleman's biology, okay? Well, we were tricked, folks, because the old gentleman Jesuit who used to teach the course was on sabbatical, and we had this bright, committed young teacher, just PhD from Manhattan College, who had just worked on a very exciting project, and you could tell by the first sentence out of his mouth. It was called deoxyribonucleic acid, to the layman, DNA, okay? Just really recently discovered, and his enthusiasm was contagious. Learned all about phloem and xylem and pith parenchyma, but the DNA really sold me on the fact that you could come very close to truth through the physical sciences. Now, we had studied lots of natural law and moral law and ethics, and that was good, but they were a little squishy compared to the laws of physics. Squishy. When is it possible morally to kill somebody? Well, you get all kinds of answers to that, don't you? It's squishy, and people have not only answers from reasoning, but from faith, and also a lot of opinion. And, I always try to cite Daniel Patrick Moynihan's famous dictum that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but not everybody's entitled to their own facts, okay? And that's what we're going to be treated to this morning and this afternoon, facts. Not faith-based intelligence, but facts from the physical sciences. Now, I was particularly delighted that the organizers delimited the subject to this kind of approach, because, we talk in the intelligence world about connecting the dots and so forth, right? But this is a great big dot we're talking about this morning, isn't it? A really big dot. And if we don't know what this dot is all about, it doesn't matter if we try to connect it to this or this other dot, it doesn't matter if I try, after my conversation with former Secretary of Transportation, Mineta, and he dissembled. I mean, I can tell when I'm an intelligence officer, I can tell when somebody's really unwilling to get into a substantive conversation about what happened in that bunker. But before I can connect this big dot that we're seized with this morning with those kinds of things, I need to know about this big dot, and that's what I'm really privileged to learn about today, and I'm happy to tell you that that's what you're going to be treated to as well.